Okay, now let's continue on to look at this slide. Okay, the involvement of the nervous system and endocrine system in a fight or flight situation. So what is this fight or flight situation? So these are the examples. It is actually an emergency situation. For example, when a dog or a goose suddenly chases you. So how do you feel in a situation like this? Okay, surely you will either fight the dog, or you flight, that means you flee from the dog, you run away. So at this situation, your heart will beat very fast and your palms will sweat. And what causes this type of response? Your heart pumping very fast and your palms sweat. So this is actually caused by these hormones known as the adrenaline hormone. So in an emergency or this fight or flight situation, still remember this hypothalamus, which is the part of the brain that transmits nerve impulse, between this hypothalamus is going to relate the endocrine system and the nervous system. So hence, it is going to transmit nerve impulse directly to the adrenal medulla, and the adrenal medulla cells are stimulated to secrete adrenaline or the noradrenaline. So these are the emergency hormones. So these two hormones will act quickly to produce the required responses. So as I've mentioned just now, you will either fight the dog or you will flee from it. So in this condition, your heart rate will increase, as well as your respiratory rate, even your BP, your blood pressure, your blood glucose level. Okay, because in this condition, this is to sustain the high respiratory rate. So respiration increases, even the metabolic activities. So these answer these questions. The brainstorm question over here, it says, what endocrine gland goes to work when you are surprised? And this is it. That is the adrenal gland. So what are the similarities and differences between the endocrine system and the nervous system? So over here, this orange color, we have the nervous systems, and the green color, we have the endocrine system. In the middle are the similarities. So the first one, both of them contains target tissues or organs, and they will produce a response to a stimulus. A stimulus means a change, and they will both function to regulate all the activities of the body, so that to ensure that the body is functioning well, all the physiological processes. This is to compensate. It's like in a homeostasis. So let's look at the differences. For nervous systems, the duration of the effect is short, and this is opposite to endocrine system, where the duration is long. For nervous system, it is made up of millions of neurons, network of millions of neurons. But for endocrine systems, they are the glands, the ductless endocrine glands, where it has to go through the bloodstream. It doesn't have their own channel or the duct. Okay, for nervous systems, signal is in the form of electrical impulses through the neurons. But for endocrine system, the signal is by organic chemical substances, and that is the hormones, and that is through the blood flow, because of the absence of duct, its own duct. Next is that this nervous system, the response is quick and immediate, but for endocrine system, it takes time. It is rather slower and prolonged. Okay, so the effect of an impulse produced by the response of an organ. Okay, the effect of an impulse produces the response of an organ for nervous systems. First, you have a stimulus, and then this organ will produce this organ as an effector will produce a response. But for endocrine system, the effect of the hormones will produces responses in several organs. Okay, it involves more than one organ and not only a single organ in nervous systems. So the endocrine systems plays a key role in maintaining the homeostasis of the body. So that means maintaining the balance. However, an imbalance in hormone production can occur in some individuals when the endocrine gland secretes excessive or not enough hormones. So there are effects. So what are they? Later on, we are going to look at it.